Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. 5 Bridgerton siblings ranked from least to most interesting. When you're talking about the best period drama on Netflix, you have to be talking about Bridgerton. It's on its 3rd season already, and fans everywhere can't wait until it drops. Set in the competitive world of Regency London, Bridgerton follows the lives of the 8 close-knit siblings of the noble Bridgerton family as they navigate London's high society in search of love and happiness. There's Anthony, Daphne, Benedict, Colin, Aloys, Francesca, Hyacinth, and Gregory. Each season of the hit period drama centers around a member of the family and their love life. We've already watched Daphne and Anthony's love stories in the 1st and 2nd seasons, and soon we'll see Colin's love story play out in Bridgerton Season 3. But I think it's time that I share my thoughts on these characters. Honestly, not every Bridgerton sibling is interesting in my opinion. Some I can't wait to see on my screen, while others not so much. So to generate a discussion, I decided to rank some of the siblings from least to most interesting. Remember, this is just my opinion. You might think differently. 5. Benedict Bridgerton. I'm sorry, Benedict, but you're just not my kind of character. Perhaps my opinion will change when his season comes around, but from what I've seen so far, he doesn't interest me one bit. I'm not saying he's a bad person. He's actually quite nice, but his storylines in the 1st and 2nd seasons just weren't interesting enough to make me want to know more about him. In fact, he's been in the background for most of the show and hasn't really added anything to the plot. He has mainly been shown moping and sleeping around. Then his whole woe is me act just rubbed me the wrong way. It's hard to feel sympathetic towards a character who complains even when everything is going well for them. But again, my opinion about Benedict could possibly change as the show goes on. Who knows, maybe he'll have a character transformation in Season 3. But for now, I think Benedict is the least interesting sibling in the Bridgerton family. 4. Colin Bridgerton. Colin isn't really an interesting character either. Although he's charming, this positive quality doesn't change the fact that he can be boring and bland. I mean, he spends most of his time pining over a woman who is more focused on securing her future than the woman who has been there all along. And when he disrespected Penelope in the Season 2 finale, his so-called good friend, he completely lost my interest. Also, I know he comes from a privileged background, but can he at least act like he wants to do something with his life? Anthony has his responsibilities as Viscount, and Benedict has his art stuff. All Colin can talk about is his travels and his time in Greece. Like Aloys, I'm done hearing about it. Colin's head is in the clouds, and somebody needs to bring him back to reality ASAP. Overall, Colin still has some growing up to do, and I'm hoping we see a significant change in the 3rd season. 3. Anthony Bridgerton. I'd say Anthony is interesting because he had a major transformation from Season 1 to Season 2. In the 1st season, Anthony was kind of seen as the villain, with him initially sabotaging Daphne's chances at love. He didn't really get how his actions affected his family. He was also selfish and only worried about himself. But in Season 2, Anthony had a turnaround and decided to go on his own search for love. We got to see a softer and much more mature side to him. That alone makes him an interesting character to me. Overall, watching Anthony's story play out has been entertaining thus far, and I can't wait to see what he brings to the upcoming 3rd season. Aloys Bridgerton. If nobody else is going to say it, I have no problem saying it. Aloys is not only one of the most interesting Bridgerton siblings, but really one of the most interesting characters in the period drama altogether. I said it, and am sticking by it. She hasn't even had that much screen time yet, but she steals the show every time she is on screen. Her weakness and lack of fear to speak her mind at a time when women were told not to be opinionated makes me love and want to know more about her even more. She's funny without even trying, and watching her constantly challenge what is expected of her is very entertaining to watch. She wants more for her life than just marriage. She wants freedom to express herself, and that's something I have to respect. Some people might call Aloys annoying, but I have only one thing to say to those people. What would you do if your only option in life was to get married and have children? 1. Daphne Bridgerton / Bassett. Daphne is hands down the best character in the period drama series. I don't really have anything negative to say about her because I absolutely adore her. She's kind, lovable, confident, and selfless. She also has flaws like other characters, but they're nothing too crazy. I enjoyed watching her grow and evolve from the 1st to the 2nd season. In the 1st season, she is much more naive, but in Season 2, she's more mature and observant. It's unfortunate that she won't be in the upcoming 3rd season. We would have liked to see her help Colin with his love life. But I guess we'll have to wait to see if she returns in a future season. Stay tuned to Netflix Live, because we'll be sharing the official release date for the third season when it's announced. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.